this past year. And so I just really feel you. And I just want to honor that experience. So, the sacredness of being single came to light during a time in my life where I was single for 7 years. So I really relate to a lot of you out there who find yourselves in a long stretch of not being in a serious relationship. And I was always looking for my person, literally walking into like the freaking grocery store every time and just pouring all of my energy into, is he here? Instead of picking the correct dinner for myself. You know what I mean? Just so much energy was spent outside of myself, and really looking like just desperately trying to find him or trying to find the reason why I wasn't attracting that person or the people that I thought I should be with. And man, it was so exhausting. I'm not going to tell the whole story in this episode. You can go listen to my episode, The Sacredness of Being Single. You can just search that in your podcast app. And you can listen to the full story there. But there's just so much pressure. I don't know if you feel this way, but there's so much pressure to be something. Always. To be successful, to be in love, to be on purpose. Did you find your purpose yet? To be healthy, to be happy, to be all of these things. But what about like when you're in between, right? Like, and I'm in quotes, in between. So like what is no longer, in this case, a relationship. A lot of you, came out of relationships during this season, realizing that it wasn't for you. And so you're in between what is no longer and what is not yet. And there's not much like praise or recognition for that or support. People are just like, okay, we're kind of taught and supported in the journey to something. So keep moving in the direction of the thing, the accolade, the title, the reward. I mean, I just see, and it's cool, there are so many coaches out there. So like get your 14-fig business, like we're striving towards something, right? And my goal and my intention with the sacredness of being single, and even in today's episode, I just want to impart to any of you out there who are in that season that there is so much growth and opportunity waiting for us all in this abyss. So if you find yourself in an in-between, yes, it's an abyss. It's almost like you can't see. Like it's almost as if the lights are turned off. It's like which way is up, which way is right, which way is left. But there's so much growth here. Yet our first instinct is to wish it away. How do I get out of this? How do I get out of this abyss? Like it feels like a labyrinth. You're like, okay, so what's my plan? What's my strategy? And we ultimately just try to get out of the discomfort. And why is it uncomfortable? For so many reasons. But I think that we as humans really find comfort in being able to control our circumstances, like I really relate to that. I'm a Virgo sun. Okay. I really love organization, having everything in its rightful place. And so when I was in that season and I felt like, wow, I don't know what's next, I just felt like my value diminished. I didn't feel, I just felt less confident. And what's really cool is that when I leaned more into my faith and God and trusting that where I am in my life is exactly where I'm meant to be. And by the way, I know we hear this a lot and I know there could be some like eye roll tendencies to that phrase, but I swear to you, in this program too, we're going to be doing a lot of deep work around timing and around the pressure and just how that works together to kind of like lead us away from ourselves. But I promise you that when you lean into the abyss, it could be the most fruitful part of your life adventure yet.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Morning Microdose by Almost 30.
We hope you enjoyed waking up.
As always, we encourage you to take what resonates and leave the rest. If you enjoyed this trip, tune into the full episode on the Almost 30 podcast. All episode information can be found in the show notes.
Make sure to subscribe, and if this becomes a part of your morning routine, be sure to share it with a friend. We have new inspiring doses Monday through Friday. Follow us on Instagram at Morning Microdose, and follow Almost 30 at Almost 30 Podcast.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you in the vortex.